Joining me now is Abbey Onn, who had 5 family members kidnapped from their homes on October 7th of last year. 2 were murdered, 2 were released. 1 is still being held hostage in Gaza. Abbey, thank you so much for giving us some of your time again. What was your reaction to learning that Sinwar had been taken out? I mean, he was the country's #1 enemy.
Indeed. Thank you for having me. I don't find any joy in the death of anyone, but I do think that this was an important moment because it opens a real opportunity for Israel and for the United States and for all the countries that can come to the table to really pressure the release of the hostages, which I would argue is a direct way to end the war.
What do you think this means for the war, for those remaining hostages, including one of your own family members?
Look, to have a family member that's a hostage, Ofer Calderoni's 53-year-old father of 4, I think there's a lot of uncertainty whether this will make it easier or make it more dangerous. But I think this is the moment where we need all of our leaders to come together and to put the necessary pressure on Hamas and on the Islamic regime to release the hostages. There are 101 people who have been held for 378 days, which is unimaginable. And the war is only growing. In order to curb that, in order to de-escalate what's happening in the region, we need the hostages home now.
Abbey, what would be your message to Prime Minister Netanyahu?
Simple. He's always had 2 goals in this war. One is a military victory, and the other is to bring the hostages home. I think you can consider the death of Sinwar some sort of victory. And as Jews and Israelis, we hold the return of people who are being held captive #1 among what we're doing. And so I would say that he needs to make that a priority right now above everything else.
And Abbey, I have to ask you, how is your family coping through this? We have, since passed the 1-year mark, and your family has been so impacted.
Physically, everyone is whole, and emotionally and spiritually, people are broken. I don't think that Ofer's children will be whole again until he comes home. And I don't think the people of Israel will be whole again until the hostages come back. They are continuing to fight. I think we maintain hope because it's the only option. But 378 days in, this moment has to be taken as an opportunity and has to be what leads to the return of these hostages.
And Abbey, last question for you. You mentioned the war growing larger. We see what's happening in Gaza. We see what's happening in Lebanon. We're still waiting to see how Israel will respond to Hezbollah's attack. Do you think this war is going to get bigger?
I believe that if in the coming days, world leaders are able to secure release of the hostages, that you will see de-escalation in the region. I think if Hamas continues to push and doesn't agree to the release or doesn't come to the table, then I think that whatever's happening in the region will continue to escalate. And I think that's a shame. There has been far too much death and far too much war for any of the citizens in this region, no matter what country or where they live. And I don't know anyone that wants to see more death or more war. We all want to see an end to this. And the best way that I can think to make that happen is to bring the hostages home.
Well, Abbey Onn, whose family was directly impacted by what happened last October 7th, thank you so much for giving us some of your time.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.